Hey guys, today I wanted to bring you a short video on some things to include in your bug out bag. Now before I begin, I just want to say that this is not an inclusive list. This is not all of the items that are in a bug out bag or all the items you will need in one. But these are just some add-ons to consider if you've already got one or you're thinking, hey, what have I forgotten? Here are some good things to add to it. So the first thing is to understand what exactly is a bug out bag. Now there's a lot of different names for it. So to-go bag, bug out bag, get home bag, all of those things basically mean a package, a bag, a bucket, something that you put some things in case you have to leave all of a sudden your home for an emergency. And some people do this with their car too. You can pack it in your car as well. But an emergency could be anything from weather events, so hurricanes, tornadoes, earthquakes, any of those kind of things. Or they can also be things like fires or any emergency where you just all of a sudden have to get up and go. There are different degrees, so some people will have several bags, some people will have one bag or bucket. It just depends on your preference. So here's something that I think is small enough to add to a bag or a small bag, especially if you're single, you live in an apartment, you only have one of you. These are small, compact things that you can add. The first thing I want to include is a map. Now this is obviously an outdated map, and this is one for Missouri, that's my area, but I also have one, I don't have it with me, but I have one packed away that is for the nation as well. You can find these at gas stations. Now you may have to look a little bit for them. A lot of people aren't getting paper maps anymore, so I heard truck stops, but I found one at my general, there's an overstock store basically near me, and so that's where they were giving them away for free. And it basically prints out the major highways and byways of my state, but you can find one for yours. So I figured that's something to add to your bag. And another thing to do, and I watched this on another person's channel, I thought it was a really good idea, is to drive around your neighborhood, your area, or even outside of it, and figure out all the back roads, find all the different ways to get different places, just in case, you never want to be stuck in a long line of people, or be in an emergency situation where you have to leave and you can't because you're stuck in a long queue of people. So that's just one of my things, is a map. The next thing to get is a small sewing kit. This is really more like a patch it up if it breaks kit. But it's helpful to have, and it's compact. All the pieces are in there together, just in case you have to fix a button or a hole in one of your garments. Small, and it's good to keep in your car anyway. Oh, I also noticed you can find these at Aldi. They had them on sale, I think maybe last month or so, but you can find them pretty much anywhere. Just be on the lookout, and you can find them at the Dollar Tree, I think, as well, but they're usually pretty cheap. The next thing to get is a watch of some sort. And I know that's kind of an odd thing since we all use our phones now, but you have to think, what if I don't have my phone? So this watch that I chose is a Paracord watch, so it can unravel and become paracord. Now I also put paracord in my bag, but this is just something, hey, if I'm in a pinch, I've got it. And I also want to include that you want one with a light, because, and I know you can't really see that the light is on right now, but you want something with the light, because if you're in the dark, there's no point in having a watch because you can't see it anyway. The other feature that I like about this watch is that it has a compass. Now I do have a compass in my bag, and I actually will show you that really quick. I have a real compass, but it's something that, it's nice to have. Like I said, you're on a pinch. This is something you can wear around your wrist, so something happens to your back or what have you. Next thing that I have is a folding stove, and there's all different train of thoughts on these. The main one is that you can build a rocket stove with cans. I've seen lots of those, but this is just easy, something to slip in your bag. But if you do this, you're gonna want to bring you're going to want to bring some fuel with it. So you have to make sure to do that, and bring some matches as well. And I also thought it was something easy to slip in your bag as well. And they're fairly cheap. You can get them at camping stores. You can get them at Walmart sometimes. But more camping stores is where I found the most luck. The next thing I wanted to include is just some way to put your records of where people are, their addresses, their phone numbers, stuff like that, that you would keep on your phone just in case if anything should happen. I liked this one. I got because I got it from the Dollar Tree. And I like, let me find a page here. It's in alphabetical order, which is something I really like. So each section, you know, this is the I section, and you can of course put the name of the person, the address, all their contact information, or any other thing. And I also, when I put the name of somebody, I also am sure to add their relation to me. So if anyone should find that and I'm not around, they know how to contact them and on my behalf in case of emergency. So the next thing I'm going to bring to you are two things. The first one is, these are basically toilet paper. Let's see if I can get this to focus here. But it can be used for many things, and I'm not going to unroll one because I don't want to waste them. But they're little compressed towelettes, and you can use them for toilet paper. They're sturdy enough to use as paper towels. Actually, I'll open one for you. I don't want to waste one, so I'm just going to show you the compacted size here. But you can use them and put them in water, and they expand, and they're strong enough to be like a paper towel almost, or like a real towelette. So you can use them for more than just toilet paper. So these are good to pack in there, and you get a lot of them in a pack for a small amount of money. And I got these off of Amazon, so I'll go ahead and show you, put them in the link below of how much they cost and where I got them. Before I get into that bag, you're also going to want to pack away just a few dollars in cash, just in case you have to leave really quick and you're not starting with nothing. The next thing I want to bring to your attention is towels, and I just keep a few of these. They're good for hygiene, they're good for cleaning up messes, all those sorts of things. Water filter and purification, and this is a live straw. They're pretty popular nowadays. I've also seen them in Walmarts. You basically just stick them in water, stick the filter in water, and you suck out of this top part. But before I would do that, I wouldn't just like stick this in a dirty thing of water. I would purify the water first. There's many ways to purify, but these are some purification tablets that you can use. Now, I'm going to be honest, I've not had to use them yet, so we'll see about that. I've also packed some utensils. So I have a spoon, a fork, and a knife in here, but it was just easier just to pull out the knife. And I just wanted to bring this in because it's important to have metal or non-plastic utensils. One, so that you can reuse them. It's easier to do that, even if you have to use water to clean them, but they're easier to bend and make into all the different things you'll need, and they last a lot longer than plastic. I also did pack some plastic ones too. And the reason I wanted to show this was because this is one you get from the food places all the time. You may get an extra one. This one's from good old Applebee's. And it's just something easy. It's got little salt and pepper, because in your bug out bag, you're also going to want to pack a little food. So it's just another way. It's a compact way to store things, and it's already done for you, and it's free. So, you know, you just have to look around your surroundings and find some things that suit you and your family. The last thing I want to add is this Go Girl reusable thing. You can basically, it's for women, and you basically can use it if you're outside and you have to go on the ground or anywhere that's not a toilet. It's a lot easier to streamline how things go. So let me show you what's in mine. You can get these at Walmart and online, I believe now. So mine comes with a little baggie to put them in. It comes with one tissue, which you can also use these little towelettes for, and then the actual contraption here. So yeah, it just makes it easier to go to the bathroom, and you know, it's just another option for you to add to your bag. So if you have any other questions, please feel free to leave them below. And remember, this is not a comprehensive list of things. This is not all the things you should pack. It's just a few things you may have forgotten and that are good to add. So if you have anything else that you have added that you may think other people have forgotten or would be nice to add to their bug out list or bag, please feel free to leave them in the comments, and I'll look forward to seeing you next time. Bye bye.